Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bell Lost Souls with
Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Evan, you got XenoShyft today, man.
Yeah, XenoShyft Onslaught. It's a cooperative game. It's a lot of fun. Pretty hard, but it's a good game.
Yeah, this was originally a Kickstarter project of Cool Mini or Not.
Yes.
Got successfully funded.
Spoiler alert, there's no minis, but it's a really cool card game.
So it's in stores now.
Yes, it's out. You can buy it today at your local retailer. So
awesome. Yeah, I remember seeing some of the stuff online. So let's see what the final product looks like now. XenoShyft Onslaught.
Do you like bugs? This is the ultimate game for people who do not like bugs.
Okay. I wasn't sure where you were going with that one.
You are playing Space Marines in a way, and you're killing giant bugs that are festering and destroying your people.
I mean, I did watch Aliens one too many times.
There you go. Well, they're not really bugs, really, if you'd say.
Well, there's something.
We don't know the anatomy of those, but yeah. So if you look at the back, go ahead and shows you like the setup. This is a 2-player game, so you have each player here and here, and then
this is a 2-player setup, but you 1 to 4 players.
Yeah, 1 to 4 players, but this is a 2-player setup. They're showcasing right here. It tells you everything that's in the box.
I think they're called Hive, not bugs.
Well, bugs are part of a hive.
Oh,
yeah,
and they're not Space Marines. They're Nortec troopers.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're part of a corporation.
Corporate Marines.
This is very much spaceship troopers, but a little more serious.
Spaceship troopers. Yeah, I like that.
These, there's like a story backside. So let's go ahead and just.
It's kind of a work together co-op game. So
it is a co-op game. It doesn't seem like it right off the bat, but you have to be cooperative to win. This is
pretty difficult, right?
It's a very difficult, not very, but it's a pretty difficult game, and that's kind of what you want in a cooperative game. It really forces you to challenge yourselves and try to help each other out. You don't want one person who's very selfish and keeps all the good stuff to himself and whatnot.
Fair enough. Well, we've got the rule book here real quick. I'm not going to flip through it all, but you can see it's full color.
Ooh, yeah.
19, 20 pages.
Very graphic.
Very graphic. Got some bloody McBlutterton over there.
Yes.
So pretty cool. All right, we're going to get to that. We've got some dials here.
So this is the dial system. So you punch this out, put these behind it. Mm-hmm. It'll tell you how many points you have left, and when you deplete your points, you lose.
So don't do that.
So don't do that. That's the big part.
Just don't spin the dials.
Yes.
That's called cheating. All right, moving on. This looks like a playmat area. Yep, Nortec Marines.
So this is one of the areas where you can buy your Marines.
Okay.
And then these are the resources you can get. You'll have a deck of each resource on top. The only way you can get those resources at the beginning of the turn, there's not like any abilities, but once you get to wave 3, which is when the really hard monsters come out,
crazy resources,
you get some bigger resources. So
and some bigger guns.
Yeah, so you get like the mech suits here. So these are like basic soldiers, and then you have like the airborne guys, the medics, and like the stormtroopers, and then you get mech suits.
So this art actually looks really cool.
Yes, it's very cool.
Yeah, Nortec Marines.
But it also on the side here too, that's the counter. So that you start here and then you go all the way down.
So it looks like it progresses 3 per wave.
So it starts off, easy enemies, not easy enemies, but like easier enemies, and then your guys. And then while the enemies get harder, you also get better. Okay. But it's more risky, like more stakes. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool. So it's that one of the play areas.
And this is
items. Obviously.
Yes. So you buy items and stuff like that. Characters can be able to like make items cheaper, stuff like that. So that's also nice. It is a deck building game, so you will have a deck to choose from, and you want to add to that deck and stuff like that.
And these are all the same. We're not going to pull all these out. But
so there's a blue one and a red one, but they look the same. The red one is going to be the monsters. You can see the arrows going that way. The blue one will go this way. The first guy on the blue one, right here, it will go against the first monster here.
Oh, and they just kind of smash into each other.
Yeah, they kind of constant. So if this one dies, you move them forward. Some monsters will go to the back and like buff the other monsters. Oh, but it's just like the wave.
It's a conveyor belt of death.
It's their wave and your wave. Basically.
Oh, okay. And you're constantly buying new ones and
so each turn you put out what you have and stuff like that. And each turn you will always have 4 monsters. But you might have like 2 Marines going against 4 monsters and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe two little hive, and then there's like a big mama back here.
Yeah. Basically.
And you've got a mech somewhere along there.
Yeah, exactly. And you have mechs that shoot. Yeah, it's a really cool system.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. I've played several like Flash games back in the day that were kind of the same. Like waves of guys, and you just kind of send your own guys back in to get slaughtered. And
this is actually a PC game too, on Steam, I believe. So you can actually play this on the PC. It's very similar to the board game.
Okay.
I like the physical copy though, because I'm a board game guy.
I play with my friends. Yeah. In person, not online.
Couch game.
Couch game. I like it.
Everybody knows those.
Hey, tokens.
So yeah, these are the medic tokens. You got little crosses on them.
They're plastic. They make little noises.
Oh yeah, you can hear it. Yeah, I'm making some music right now.
Some shields.
This is for the pins, for the dials. And also, it's a vacuum sealed box.
I love the vacuum sealed
and they actually did leave room for expansions.
Yes.
So you will only need this box if you get the expansions. I love it. They're thinking ahead.
Yes.
So it's nice too.
So we got like 4 separate decks.
Yes.
I'm assuming most of these are gonna.
So they're gonna have items. So those are items, and they'll tell you what to do.
Item tracker.
And you of course buy the items and whatnot.
We've got resources on this one.
Yes.
And this one's got Shield Swarm.
So yeah, that's one of the aliens.
Oh, the Hive.
Yeah, that's the Hive, and that's the hard one. So Shield Swarm, this guy, he goes to the back and then he buffs their health. So he's really kind of annoying guy.
He's just gonna keep coming back too.
Ajax, the battle suit's kind of a very cool battle suit you can get where he's just a little awesome
So 6
dude,
damage. You can kind of see the way it works too. Like this
Yeah.
guy does probably 1 point of damage and has 2 health.
Yes, and he has 6 damage, or he does 6 damage and he has 6 health.
So
it's very simple, but you'll have buffs here and there and whatnot.
Okay.
That's the deck of the resources, and then and so it's cool too because each wave has. Basically, wave 1 has like monsters. Like wave 1 has a monster very similar to this, except it's not as difficult as this one.
Okay.
So each wave, the monsters technically change, but they just are harder versions of the last one.
Yeah, this one's looking pretty mean.
Yeah.
This is a spore launcher. This is 7 damage and 5 health.
Oh
so, yeah. Deal the
That's
last
the wave 3
2
one.
troopers in lane 3 damage.
If you want to look at the artwork too,
it's really cool
beautiful.
looking. You can kind of see.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into it and the artwork and whatnot. So it's
Cool Mini
cool.
usually has really good art to go with whatever they're doing.
Very cool.
Yeah,
there are no minis, as you can see.
Yeah, it's a deck building.
It's a deck building game. It's very cool.
So I take it you're gonna buy these. You're gonna build your deck. You're gonna buy your deck from the resources. You're gonna spend resources to get stuff.
Exactly.
And that's gonna shuffle into your deck.
And you're gonna shuffle into your deck.
And then equip those probably to guys as they're smashing waves.
Yeah. So just like any deck building game, you start with a small deck and it gets larger, and you draw cards and
there's probably cards to thin out your deck so that the good stuff comes back.
Yeah, and actually you can like if you started off with a lot of like regular Marines, like if we go back to this.
Oh yeah.
Right here, if you started off with a lot of these guys, you can sell them to make these guys cheaper, and then you can sell these guys to make these guys cheaper.
Yeah.
So these guys will get out of your deck, and you'll have more of these guys in your deck.
Which is what you need.
Really what you want. But it can be hit or miss. You can like in one turn get very few resources because you draw all your resources and you have that much to work with. So you might not have very much. And that's kind of where the cooperative part comes in. You have, hey, dude, you have a lot of resources to spend. Can I have some so I can buy some items for myself?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you need your friends to stay alive too.
Yes, exactly.
Because that's going to affect this thing, right? The left and right.
Yeah. So anytime a monster gets through your entire wave of guys, their damage will go towards this. This is technically like your base, and you don't want your base to get to 0.
Okay.
So everyone's relying on you to be able to hold your own against the wave.
So you have to hold your own. You have to look out for your buddies.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's actually pretty good.
Another cool thing too is if you give your buddy like a piece of armor for one of their troops, your buddy keeps that piece of armor from then on. It's added to their deck. So you're sacrificing your own card from your own deck into theirs.
Yeah, but if you need to shore up that one side,
Exactly. So it might be worth it, but that's like kind of like you have to trust the person. Like, are you going to give this back eventually if I need it or anything like that?
Or are you going to buy something when you're loaded up? Or
if you're that kind of person who just like hoards all the good stuff, well, you're going to lose.
So it's very much a resource management as well, but you're not really sharing it, but you got to look out for the other guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we've got a quick rundown. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rulebook really fast. Okay, so the rules of play real fast. We're going to fly through this one because we kind of already talked about how to play the game. Here's all the stuff you get in the box. All the different cards, the Hive cards.
Always reference this to make sure you got it.
There's the credits and the table of contents. Was trying to say. How to win the game. You just gotta survive, right?
Basically, you just don't want that many monsters to go through and hit your base. You want your base to not go to 0. Obviously, there's gonna be some turns you want to have sacrifices made. You have to let them through to save some good items of your own. You have to let.
You gotta make some choices.
Yeah.
But this book, it's 24 pages, like we said, but it's there's lots of art in here. It shows you all the cards, gets breakdown, so it's
not that complex.
Not that complex.
Each player too will start with their own like part of a base technically. So one of you might have the medic bay, and you'll have benefits for like medic supplies or making them cheaper, stuff like that.
So you can buy that for your friend.
Yeah,
and he can
basically.
maybe buy you some advanced troopers later.
In each wave, you get a new ability too, as your thing. So when I played once, I was part of the armory, and so I got my first wave. Soldiers were just cheaper for me. Second wave, they did more damage. On the third wave, they had more health. I think it was. So that's a really cool thing. Yeah,
that's cool. So it kind of changes. So the play style does change up over.
Yes,
and you got to work
better
together
progressively, but also the monsters do.
Okay. Yeah. So that's how that works, and that's the layout for a full 4-player game.
4-player game right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this just shows you how the enemy zone works and the troop zone. We've kind of talked about that with like the conveyor belt of doom kind of analogy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really cool
artwork.
This dude's like
some guys getting destroyed. Yeah.
Sorry, man. Well, and again, this breaks down the phases of the game. It's only 5 phases right there. So yeah, that's the combat phase part. So it's a breakdown right there.
Rounds don't last that long. I mean, it depends on who you're playing with, or you could have someone who takes a while, but rounds really don't last a while. So if you looked at the sheet that showed you all the waves, it looks like there's a lot, but you go through it real quickly.
Yeah, it seems like a game, once you get the hang of it, you kind of get in a rhythm and you just kind of go.
Yeah.
And is this a giant graboid?
It's like a Hydra, basically.
It's a graboid.
You can say it's a combination.
The graboids!
That's from what a movie.
Yeah. So, okay, so that's just, and this is more examples and stuff like that, so. All right, very cool. Yes. So that's pretty much it, and they have some crazy looking bad guys in artwork.
It's brutal.
So this game is pretty it's on a scale of like 1 to 5 difficulty.
I would say like a 4.5, honestly.
4.5. If you're not working together.
You have to work together. Solitaire, they made it easier for Solitaire. Actually, it might get a tiny bit easier the more players you have, but honestly, it's a difficult game, and it's great because you feel like you did something, you accomplished something if you beat the game. Nice. It's a really rewarding game, and the replay value is actually really great. So it's not like you might lose a lot, but when you win, you feel great about it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun when you can find a game, especially if it's a solo or thing like that. Or
play by yourself.
Play with your friends.
But also, there's not that many cooperative games out there.
Yeah, where there's an actual challenge. A lot of the co-op games are just
they have a slight challenge, but like in the end, you're like, whatever. We would have done it. Yeah. This is difficult, but it's fun.
I feel like that way when I play Pandemic sometimes.
We're like, we could have done that.
Yeah, we won. If you get the wrong mix of characters, this is a different sidetrack, but we randomize the characters and then it's a lot more difficult in picking. But
and one last thing too, like there's a lot of cooperative games that'll have the quarterback effect where one person's really telling everyone. This game is not like that. You have to make your own decisions. It's your deck, and so there's not like one person saying you should go here and do this. You still have to talk to each other, but there's not one person running the show.
Right.
So it's everyone thinking together.
And if that guy does do that, you can just blame him when you all lose.
Blame him when you lose. That's what I always do.
Right. I mean, it's all random. So even if they are telling you what to do, like they're not gonna know what the next card is.
Oh no.
So whatever. Great. If they are, they're cheating. So then your victory didn't count anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's hop out for a really quick recap. So that was XenoShyft Onslaught. Pretty cool stuff. I love the cards, all the different artwork and stuff like that.
The artwork is really nice. I like it a lot. It's a really good detail, and they could have like done copy and paste for a lot of them, but they didn't. They had like new artwork for every card. Right. It's really cool.
Really well done. Again, from Cool Mini Night. Let's run some numbers really quick.
Yes.
This actually does have the solo play like we saw.
Yeah. So 1 to 4 players. So you can do solitaire play. So you can do it by yourself. It's $49.99, so it's about a halfway price point for the games. Games usually run in 30 to 60 minutes. They might go a little longer.
See newer players taking a little longer.
Yeah, and it depends on how many people are playing too, because it's each person taking a turn. So if it's 4 people, I would say it's usually around like 90 minutes.
Pushing upwards of that.
Yeah, but it feels like you're going pretty fast paced, so it's not like a grueling game.
And it's 13 and up.
Yeah. So it's a good game. Yeah,
it's pretty easy to learn. Just you saw the rule book, so it's pretty simple, really great artwork, and it's in stores right now. Yeah, so go check it out. This has been another Tabletop Spotlight. I'm AdamHarry from Bell Lost Souls.
I'm Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics Fantasy.
Thanks again for watching. Have a good one. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.